What's up, nerds, dorks, dweebs, geeks? Little Big Robot's back. I'm finally done with the Gundam Breaker Battlougue series. I want to say there might be 2 Japanese versions or kits that I'm not getting, but I think I got them all. I think there's 8, but I have. If you're not familiar, basically, Gundam Breaker Battlougue is part of the Build universe, meaning Gundam had a series called Build Fighters. It started with Beginner G, and basically it was a series, a universe where people take their toys, their little actual Gunpla model kits, they build them. That'll give you a little lore too if you want to read that, if you want to pause that and read that. And they take these kits, they build them, they would scan them they would spray them with a special material that would then allow you to control these little, so this literal model kit, you would control it like a little remote control robot. You would pilot it, you'd fight it, and it would literally break apart. It'd break the model kits into pieces and stuff if you weren't careful. The new versions like this newer series, which is in the same universe, just farther down in the timeline, they're now fighting them virtual in VR space, using the original models to scan in like you would with a laser scanner. So this is the Gundam Sky Zero. This is one of the good guys. I believe so. This is one of the good guys. I thought it was one of the good guys. Yes. I can't remember who the pilot was. Who the pilot was, though. And it's not showing the pilot. That is weird. Who is the pilot on that one? Usually it shows it right here on the front page. I'm a bit worried because they always show that. I don't know. Anyway, there is a transformation gimmick, quote unquote. I guess I'll mess with it. I really don't want to. I hate transformation gimmicks on these because you have to take parts off and reassemble parts, and it's like, man, really? Do I have to? I'll probably pause it and do it. The figure is not my favorite by far. It's okay. What I'm finding I don't really dig about it is that it kind of looks cheap. It's hard to explain. This looks okay. All this being one flat color here, there's no separation. There might have been stickers that I forgot to. No, I did most of the stickers. I might have missed a few. But that skirt there just looks really cheap. It's just begging for some kind of panel lining or something. It's just really cheap looking. It's a cool looking kit if this is what you're into. I'm not. A lot of them now have a lot of these little gimmicks like this where you can pop down the thing, you can pop this part up. I think they're kind of like transformation gimmicks. They're part of the jet mode or something like that. But it's kind of cool to see that. Some of the other ones have more and less. This is definitely one of the weaker of the on the line or whatever. It's posable as posable as you would think it should be for a 1/144 scale. That's kit that's basically based on an older kit or whatever. It has some neat feet skirt things, but then it had this one in the back that's solid, so you're kind of, when you start to go back, that happens. So that's kind of weird. I just feel like this one was probably the worst of the lot so far. It feels it feels nice and solid. It's built with modern materials and stuff, and it feels very, all this is really, really solid. I can't remember if this is the one that said that it had the problems with the shoulder. I believe it was. And one of the problems they had here was that when you assembled the shoulder, you would push it in. This little part basically goes in and out. So you can see that it's turned. Oops. See, I've already lost it. It kind of, let me get us tweezers here real quick. So this is a classic design of a shoulder joint. And what it's doing is it's basically allowing you some rotation there. Oops, I'm not even doing it in camera. Like that, right? So it can the arm can go back and forth. But when you assemble it, what I found was happening is as you push it in, it would push it backwards. And then you get this really weak kind of connection. But this one seems to be doing okay now. Maybe because I figured out how to do it. You've got to push forward as you push it in to kind of keep it together. It's got this little gimmick here with the things or whatever. It does have this cool thing, though, where you can even spread these out like that. So you get kind of an additional, I think that's probably part of the transformation gimmick thing. So that's kind of cool. It's a cool silhouette. It's very posable and everything. You get this nice shield that actually turns into the jet part, helps, you know, whatever. These guns, you get, it's just standard guns, but the color is just hideous. That blue and that orange look really, really, really cheap. I'm just kind of surprised on this kit because all of them have been pretty impressive. This one just feels really, really cheap. Let's see if I can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it and assemble this jet mode or whatever and see how that looks. So give me just a minute. And, oops, and I'm done. So it's not really a transformation as much as it is the guy's leaning, turning his head around and putting on a backpack or, you know, a front piece. So it's not really transforming as much as it, maybe it's like Iron Man, he flew in the bits from space, they attached. That's why those, by the way, those calves separated so easy, is it's supposed to, these parts need room to go in here. You replace the foot with the other foot. And so that is meant, so that was my bad. That is meant to move easily. So it's actually hinged there. I was like, man, that sucks. Anytime the legs are loose like this, I don't like it because you have to get it kind of exact. It does give you this little, somewhere in there, I think you take that off. Can't remember. Oh, you turn, oh, so I did turn this guy. There we go, duh. There we go. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. So you do turn the waist around as well. Then you've got this nice peg hole there for the stand or whatever. So, you know, a little bit better with the legs still. But I wish they had a basic little, you know, maybe a little peg and hole, female male area or joint that you could actually press together, and those legs would stay tighter together. So it's a little bit floppy, and you know, it's actually pretty solid. It's a little bit spindly looking. It's not real impressive. Would you show it on the shelf like that? Nah. But I mean, you know, it's kind of cool. For me, a transformation mechanic doesn't mean adding parts. It means you just do something to the current thing and it transforms. So other than that, it's pretty easy to get off. You just go like that. You reverse the head. You take this. You reverse that. Reverse that. The arms are staying where they're at. The waist just turns around. You take these out like that. Put in the other feet here. Close that back. Oops, my bad. Put that around. Throw the rig right here. Like that. Put the thing back on. Where did it go? Whoa, where does it go? Oh, there it goes in like that. And then you're back to, and then put the shoulder pads up, because you've got to have those giant 80 shoulder pads. And then you're back to a quote-unquote normal bot. So not bad. It feels really cheap to me. It's definitely not my favorite one, but I'm glad to have it in the collection. If you're customizing, there's lots of cool little bits in here and stuff that you could probably use on other builds. I don't like the coloration. It's just too, this is the main area that's really offensive to me. This whole front area, it's just not, there's nothing. There's no color separation or anything. I'm kind of surprised they didn't even give me stickers to really throw in there. Maybe these are two here I need to throw in there. I don't know, but so not bad. That's your Wingdom Gundam Sky Zero. So I'm done with the latest series for Build Fighters, Build Divers Universe, whatever. Can't wait to see what they have next. If you never went and watched the 6 little episode miniseries on this, you probably should. It's really fun. I really like what they do. The Build Fighters whole universe timeline from beginning G to now is my favorite Gundam stuff, period. Not my favorite kits. My favorite anime series of Gundam, because the rest of them are kind of boring and stuff. So I'm glad I'm slowly collecting them all. Anyway, have a good day, everybody. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.